Hey, YouTube, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fabulous. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. You know what I'm talking about today? Or at this quick minute? All of the people who I just really love and enjoy on YouTube. I really, really love YouTube. I just think the mix of personalities and approaches and styles is very delightful. I like that anybody could just get on this thing and start talking, and I like to listen to a lot of different people. So I just want to share with y'all some of my favorite YouTubers that well, I can't say my favorite YouTubers, but who I listen to. I just went through my history, and y'all, the list is so long, and so many of them I love. But my Twisted Lyf with poetry, I so enjoy listening to her. She does television reviews, and she also just does commentary. I haven't ever listened to any of her weight loss things, but I think she hasn't been doing them recently. I don't know if I would listen to them if they were up or not, but I just enjoy her personality. I think she is funny as hell, and she like one of my sister friends in my head. I saw Shine with Plants today. That was a brand new little thing I hadn't seen before, but it was a laughing black mommy and her baby eating raw fruits and vegetables. I loved it. And then For Its Rocks, I love her top of the blogs and her reviews, and she is a person who I will watch or listen to her Love and Hip Hop New York. I don't even watch that show. I can't watch that show. I don't really like that show, but I promise you, I listen to her reviews. So I probably know more about what's going on that show than anybody else. But I like her reviews and her top of the blog. This week, or when I look through my history, I was looking at a lot of American gods research type stuff, like what's the background of the book, who are the gods in the TV show, and all this stuff I didn't know. So thank you, YouTube. Mike B, he did a summer recap plan video, but I started watching his Fear the Walking Dead, and I watched some other things of his. It seems like this last cycle I think he did Underground. A couple of the things that he reviewed I watched, but it seemed like a lot of what he was reviewing I wasn't watching, but I really enjoy his reviews when I watch them, and I ain't got time for him to not be reviewing the stuff that I like to watch. Ashley Miller, it seemed like I used to be watching a lot of her reviews all of the time, and now all of a sudden it seemed like I ain't watching none of her reviews. But I noticed that this week I watched her What It Is, which I've never watched before, and something else. Oh, she did a Walking and Talking or something like that, and I was kind of like, I guess I'm just missing Miss Ashley. Hey girl, hey. Okay. Lovely T 22002. I think I tried Lovely Tea News, but for some reason I didn't like it. But I like if something is going on like on Twitter, or like with the young folks, and I don't know, like, well, who is so and so, or like it's gossip and research and her opinions, and she like one of my sister friends in my head. There are a few people on YouTube who seem to be like around my age, more or less, so I like listening to them talk about gossip and talk about reality shows and talk about stuff that's like, but from a grown-er folks perspective. Bondi Blue, I love her reviews, and I also watch the Bondi Blue show, which I guess is kind of like top of the blogs. Justin 1234 or something like that, I watch him on occasion, and I enjoy look, stuff is popping up on my screen. I enjoy watching him. Funky Dineva, I usually will watch his reviews. I really like that they're short. Even though they're not like really recaps, they're reviews. They're short. He's funny. And I might not agree with everything he says, but I guess that's the case with everybody. I don't agree with everything. I'm just disagreeable, but I still like people. Roberto Blake. Now, he's like this YouTube guru type guy. So I guess this week I watched a couple of his things. This week I've been watching a lot of OWN because Queen Sugar is about to come on, which I love. So I've been watching all their little 1 minute, 2 minute videos. Unwind with Tasha K, she is a trip to me. I really like her advice. I think that she is wise, raw, wild, and funny. And a lot of the stuff that she says I agree with. Some stuff she say I don't agree with, but that's okay. That what she say, you subscribe to me if you don't like me so you can cuss my ass out or whatever. She be funny to me. I be cracking up. Alexander Rogers, I think he's funny, and I watch him for the reads too. James Colwell, I love his reviews. I love he has a little advice thing, and I like his reads too. Sean Ken TV, I like their reviews, and also one of the women is in China now, so you know I've watched a couple of her vlogs from China. Thai Couture TV, I like watching their reviews. The first time I watched the review, I'm kind of like, I don't know, but my God, I've just really, they're like I like them. I like watching them. I watch A View from Tracy's Point, which I actually didn't realize when I look back at my history. I'm like, dang, I watched a lot of her stuff, but for some reason, maybe because her personality is very low-key, I didn't realize I was watching as much of her stuff as I am. So I'm going to keep my eyes on that. Jackie Aina, I watched her. She was in Cuba and somewhere, Saint-Tropez. I don't know where she was, but I watched her this week. I used to watch a lot more makeup videos and stuff, for I guess because I'm doing TV reviews, I'm like on a whole nother thing. But I like watching, you know, her. And sometimes, like a few weeks ago, she had a little chocolate boyfriend on there, or husband. I don't know if they married or whatever, but I like, you know, chocolate and chocolate. Dawn of A is hilarious to me. Once again, all of the reviewers, I don't agree with everything that they say, but she's smart, she's funny, she's hilarious. And I saw where maybe she did a Queen Sugar review and OWN picked it up or publicized it or whatever, and it was hilarious. She was like, da 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 da, and then she ran back to the other side of the room. Da, da, da. She has a lot of personality. She's smart. And I heard the other day that she does opera, so not only is she smart and talented and beautiful, but you know. Okay. Food Wishes and Tasty, that's on my history list, so I guess, you know, I do like to watch food videos. I used to watch the Food Channel all the time, so I guess I've turned that over to the YouTube world. Julesy, once again, I don't necessarily agree with her. She had with everything. A lot of stuff I agree with her, but you know, you ain't gonna agree with everybody on everything. But Smart Brown Girls, I love the concept, and I like people who have an opinion whether I agree with them or not. So she's smart, she's brown, she's a woman. I like her. Chrissy, she does a lot of colorism stuff. Y'all know I'm obsessed with colorism. Shameless Maya, she was one of the first people that I watched on YouTube when I started watching YouTube. And I just think that she is visually and production-wise so talented. And I just really enjoyed her journey of, you know, cutting her hair and all of that stuff. Because well, it's not bald now, but I kept my hair bald for a long time. I've been watching Philip DeFranco here within the last month. It seemed like once or twice a week I watch one of his little videos. Batter Box, I think that comes out of Nigeria. Sometimes I watch their stuff. The Young Turks, they usually get on my nerves, but I try to, like, if I'm trying to get news and it's, you know, sometimes I'll watch the Young Turks. CD Mitchell, again, she does reviews. I keep saying this, I don't agree with everything she says, but I enjoy her reviews. And she seems like a sister aunt to me, auntie sister. Color Me Pink, I love her reviews. And I haven't seen her in a while, it seems. But she is so smart and funny to me. And then she'll do her makeup sometimes, and she has these funny intro, or I don't know if funny is really the word, but just like these dynamic intros. Her personality is just so all that, and she's a writer too. I haven't read any of her work yet, but I love her work, her reviews, and her personality on YouTube. I guess Love, Tea, and Happiness, I saw him a lot on my history. Is that gossip stuff I'm looking at? And then House and Home. What you watching on YouTube? Who you love? Shout out, shout out, shout out to all of the wonderful, fabulous YouTubers. I am so appreciative of you all. You made this last month, or whatever period in my history I went back through, just to shout out a couple of y'all. You made it fabulous and wonderful, and I enjoy spending time with you, even though we don't even hardly know each other yet. All right, y'all, be you, be fabulous you. Who you watch, who you love, who did I miss, who you agree with. Talk to you soon. Peace.